I'll say it again, it should say a longer time ago in the same galaxy far, far away. Reading. Really slow reading.
I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
You just had to say that. Not really a Wilhelm scream, but, you know, close.
I shouldn't have come back.
This vote is very important.
If it's that important, it should be on whether the future sequel trilogy of Star Wars will suck or not.
My negotiations will not fail.
What is it with Star Wars constantly using the word negotiations? Samuel L. Jackson is not yelling or calling people motherfucker in this movie.
You know, milady, Count Dooku was once a Jedi.
When people first watch this, they say, who the hell is Count Dooku?
The thought of losing you is unbearable.
Obvious sarcasm is obvious.
I haven't seen her in 10 years, Master.
Obvious crush is obvious. Jar Jar Binks pretty much ruined episode 1 and now he's wearing some weird looking robe. Also Jar Jar Binks.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
No, that's just my lightsaber.
So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean. Well, for a senator, I mean.
Dude, shut up. You're embarrassing us all.
Protection is a job for local security, not Jedi. It's overkill, Master. Investigation is implied in our mandate.
We're keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
Any activity up here?
No, why do you ask?
She covered the cameras. I don't think she liked me watching her.
That's why there was no activity up here. These cohounds are a stupid idea in my opinion. What idiot would do something like this?
We're here to protect you, Senator, not to start an investigation.
If this isn't an investigation, what is it? Zam Wesell shoots the droid and not Obi-Wan. Either that or she aims as well as the stormtroopers.
I couldn't find a speeder that I really liked. There he is.
Does Obi-Wan point at a random speeder and assume that it's the person they're chasing? Because I don't think Obi-Wan was close enough to identify the speeder that Zam got in when he got shot off the droid. And he didn't even see her get into the speeder. Not only that, but Zam clearly sped away from where Obi-Wan was falling and had a huge head start on him. Plus, she would have been higher too. But Anakin and Obi-Wan are suddenly right behind her just mere moments after Obi-Wan lands in the speeder. This way too long chase sequence is way too long. Anakin had 5 seconds to pull up or move to the right or left after the power couplings ignited, but decided to run right through it so he and Obi-Wan could get electrocuted and provide an escape for Zam. Anakin repeating ow like a child.
I hate it when he does that.
That's exactly what I said about a movie star telling people to think optimistically. Holy sh**. This is completely stupid. Anakin thrusts his lightsaber into Zam's speeder and clearly decides to throw it away. That didn't look like it slipped out at all. For that, this movie gets 15 more sins. Really? She didn't die from that? Of course not. This is a futuristic galaxy far, far away, so nobody dies or even gets an injury, much less a scratch from an extreme head-on collision.
Next time, try not to lose it.
By that, he means don't throw it away in an unprofessional fashion.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me?
Did he just foresee the future? Does he already know that Anakin's gonna kill him in 30 years?
Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
Really? You're the mastermind here and you just decide to get a drink while there's an assassin nearby?
You want to go home and rethink your life?
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Could you please do that to George Lucas after he allowed Disney to buy his company? This camera view is inappropriate for kids. Yep, I see you, but I'm gonna let you shoot Obi-Wan or have him take care of you. Obi-Wan not only ignites his lightsaber, but makes the guy standing beside him disappear in thin air. If I were the Jedi, I would have went somewhere more private to interrogate Sam instead of out in the open for Jango Fett to shoot her with a toxic dart.
In time, you will learn to trust your feelings. Then you will be invincible.
And in 3 years, I will turn you to the dark side. Why is Yoda riding on this thing?
Anakin, you've grown up.
Again, that's just my lightsaber. I'm bored out of my mind, so I'll just float this ball in the air while you pack up. Rose burn.
Anakin, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you, Master.
And I'll see you at the end of the film when we're about to die in Geonosis.
I do hope he doesn't try anything foolish.
I'd be more concerned about her doing something than him.
Do you know that by personal experience?
Are you allowed to love? Thought that was forbidden for a Jedi.
This love story is the reason this movie is 2 hours.
I think it would be wise if you took advantage of my knowledge in this instance.
Anakin, she's not talking about what you're thinking. Spoon seeds.
Master Cypher Diaz was killed almost 10 years ago.
By his daughter, Cameron Diaz.
A clone army, and I must say, one of the finest we've ever created.
The clone army can't aim worse shit. If they are the finest you've ever created, the others must have sucked big time. Is this Naboo or British Columbia?
No. I shouldn't have done that.
Exactly. This is Star Wars, not Twilight. Seriously? A picnic? Sure, that's not a step for him to fall in love with someone. That better be your lightsaber poking me. Also, soon-to-be man and wife roll around on the grass and the woman is on top in the end cliché. Okay, the other falling in love scenes are fine, but this one makes the Force look like a joke.
She's suffering, Padme.
Character believes that his nightmare was real cliché.
I have to help her.
We'll go with you.
I'm sorry, I don't have a choice.
I'll go with you, I'm sorry, I don't have a choice? Are you telling her she can't come with you, or did he originally say his line first and she said I'll go with you and the editors just messed up on the editing? Boba Fett aims better than all the stormtroopers.
Wait right there.
What the hell? Watto. Also Watto's wings. Is that Geonosis or Saturn?
Blast, this is why I hate flying.
But earlier you said you didn't mind flying.
Stay with the ship, R2.
R2-D2 is always told to stay with the ship.
Owen Lars, this is my girlfriend, Baru.
Hello.
We're gonna get burned to a crisp in 30 years. Duel of the Fates playing when there's not even a duel or battle going on. Also, why did Anakin stop to talk to Jawas? Unless he was getting directions to his mother, they'd be useless. I never understood how the Jedi are able to fall over 100 feet and survive without injury or death.
I love.
Dying mother attempts to say I love you and can't muster the strength to say you and then dies cliché. Yep, that's definitely a dead face.
Anakin! Anakin!
Qui-Gon Jinn's voice randomly heard.
They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them!
Mechanical breathing. Here's an action sequence that is pretty much for people that are bored with a love story that lasted an hour. C-3PO involved in the action.
I'm so confused.
When are you never? Trapped character gets saved at the last second before death cliché. Anakin's lightsaber gets cut in half. Also, Anakin just lost his lightsaber, meaning he has to create a new one, but in episode 3 his new saber is the same color and has the same handle design. And the love story continues.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Vintage Star Wars line. How did she not break her wrist? Viceroy Gunray is less evil and more stupid in this movie. That's over 100 feet in the air and he lands as if he jumped from 3 feet. Roger, Roger. Is R2-D2 invisible to gunfire?
Pilot! Land in that assembly area!
My mistake, Samuel L. Jackson actually yells in this movie. This movie loses a sin. Again, why do lightsaber duels have to take place in strange locations? Well, that was quick and easy. That also was quick and easy. This might be the shortest lightsaber duel sequence in Star Wars history. It begins when Anakin strikes too early and gets electrocuted as a result, leaving Obi-Wan at the mercy of Count Dooku. Obi-Wan's duel with Dooku lasts about 30 seconds, not including the transition to Padme. Anakin's duel with Dooku lasts only 40 seconds before he gets his arm severed off. And then Yoda got into the action and also had a 30-second duel with Dooku. And normally, of course, the lightsaber duels take place pretty much at the end of each film, but let's look through this. We saw 2 long chases, an hour-long love story, and there was barely any action. And in total, the lightsaber duels lasted about 2 minutes. For that, this movie gets 5 more sins. Darth Vader's theme plays when it's not showing him or an angry Anakin. This is not how to end a f***ing Star Wars film. 10 sins for a bad ending.